Alright, we're here. We're gonna go do some mining and music. Let's get the music on. And let's get busy. I need to fill this in. I heard that. Hey, put the bone down, jackass. That's not for you. I don't have my milk on me, so I'm gonna make sure I get rid of all these skeletons before they hit me with something nasty. Alright, you jerk face, you're just gonna throw a bunch of books at me. I don't want your damn books. Yes, Plasma, I do. Alright, before we do anything, I want to get the rest of this out of here. Because this is my single player series. That's a little too loud. Turn that down just a bit. Because I've been doing this series for longer than we've had the server. Because I do the server with Crazy and she's on hiatus from GT6 at the moment. All kinds of reasons. I guess I'm just weird. I enjoy doing single player. But it's easier for people to watch a single player series and learn than it is to watch 4-hour streams. Some people don't have time for all of that. So those that like to watch the live stream of me being on the server get to watch that, and those that enjoy more episodic, I think is how you pronounce it, series get to watch this. That kind of thing. And trust me, I know I'm weird. Weird is different, different is good. So I'm proud to be weird. See, I can set up bedrock, bauxite bedrock drill. Thing, it's the best source for titanium process. That's what XAR does for his bauxite, but he doesn't do bedrock drill. He just takes a drill out and mines up a big ass area of bauxite because they're just fucking huge. He always gives me shit because I go mine out rutile ilmenite veins. And he says it's a waste of my time when I could just go process fuck tons of bauxite. Oh shit, Greg happens to be here. What's up, Greg? Oh, gotcha. No wonder I can't understand what the fuck his problem is. Okay. I was gonna say if it was, I figure XAR would have figured it out. Because he's been bedrock mining the shit out of everything. Except for in the nether. I don't think he's set one up in the nether yet. Now why did... Grr. No. Forgot about that. But why the hell did these not go up there? There, get up there. Alright, for right now, these two gotta go over here. It's been a while since I've used one of them. Keep forgetting it'll steal everything out of my damn inventory. Urgent? No. Only two things that I still have a complaint about, you already know about, and me saying it is not going to help it get done. So there's nothing urgent that you need to worry about. At least not that I have seen currently. Although I did notice when I was making my pickaxe heads, holy hell does that sander take forever to sand off a pickaxe head. Does it really need to be that freaking slow? I understand it's a convenience compared to the one that you don't have to feed sandstone to, but holy crap, that thing is slow. And yes, I have it running on the bare minimum. I need to get the rest of my videos done for those blocks, but I haven't got around to it yet. Let's see. Sharpener takes 768 ticks. At least for effort. Not sure how long that is. Wood ones are really fast. So maybe it's just the Ephron that's slow as hell. Let's see, nether quartz, hell, quartz is a little bit. Now see, making arrowheads is kind of nice. 576 for graphite. Vibranium silver apparently is 96 seconds. That's really long. I'm guessing it goes by the material quality. 1152. Hey Dan. Yeah, good luck finding a server. There's not a whole lot out there. But if you're looking for a server that you want to host, I can give you the website of the one that we use. It's about $20 a month. Oh, I know how many ticks there is a second. I'm not trying to map that in my head right now. I didn't say I didn't know because I couldn't figure it out. I said I didn't know because I'm too lazy to figure it out. Big difference. That's the website we use. We got full FTP support, so you can modify anything you need to modify. You're welcome. What do you mean you're updating to 117? You're updating to 118. You don't even know what version you're updating to. Why would you have to go to 117 before 118? Hell, I didn't even know Forge had a 117 version. Before I go too much further, I better finish off this wall over here. And screw that wall, I ain't messing with that shit. I don't think I'll be coming over that far. I hope not. Um, 118 has the update for the world height and adds the copper It's the cave update thing. So all the fucktards have to rush to it because it's all new shit. And still as laggy as 1.16 and bad on performance, so Bear don't give a shit. I'm literally only going to be doing 118 because I'm drugged there kicking and screaming by friends. If I wasn't testing for him for GT4R, I wouldn't be doing 180. Because I seriously don't care. The shit they've done to the Nether in recent versions, I just don't care. I hate the Nether in recent versions. The only thing I like about the recent updates is the swimming. And apparently I can use smart moving to have similar in 1.7.10. I just don't care enough to do it. Haha. Finally got all that flooding dealt with. Now I can finish getting everything mined up down here. Thought they were supposed to make caves better. How'd they ruin them? They're just massive air holes. Well, like I said, I wouldn't know. I haven't been there. Supercoder was apparently trying to backport it into 1.7.10 with GregTech stuff, but that never went anywhere. I swear I'm gonna stop offering to test his stuff when he asks, because it never gets finished. He's worse than Greg was back in every version before 1.7.10. You don't like them, but you're still going to 118, you jackass. You make no fucking sense. Yes, Greg, but you know damn well if I did, Spiker would still try to trick me into putting a door on the damn thing. You don't put doors on a cave. On the cave stuff and generation, there should be a way to stop the massive cave generation if the original and bigger cave pockets are two separate generations. No idea. But aren't the huge caves only the ones that are really low? Aren't the regular caves regular? Yes, regular meaning like the ones in 1.7.10. I would say, because if that's the case, I would just make the ones that are huge fuck off holes in the ground down low into pockets of oil and natural gas, stuff like that. That way, at least it seemed like there was a reason for them to be there and be that big. Well, you could also fill them with water because you naturally have water underground, aquifers. It'd be neat to be able to, and if you didn't want to have to live right next to a river or ocean to get your water, to be able to dig down and find a big underground flooded cave like that and pump the water out of it. But I'd want an actual like proper pump, not like Greg's. The pump has to be on the bottom, like a windmill type pump. Like an oil derrick type of pump. Don't give Greg any ideas. It is way too late for that. I have given Greg way too many bad ideas. Oh, I don't see Greg ever leaving 1.7.10. The only reason I can see Greg ever leaving 1.7.10 is to prove me wrong when I keep telling everybody that he's not leaving 1.7.10. But I only tell people he's not leaving 1.7.10 because that's what he told me. Oh, backported into 1710. I wouldn't put it past him. Just like he did that stupid ass freaking copper color that pisses me off. Absolutely hate the new copper color. Just because Minecraft did it in 118, Greg's got to be a pain in the ass and change it 1710. And it looks like melons, not like copper. Everybody hates that shit. Greg's the only person I've heard that likes it. Every other person I've talked to about it can't stand the fact he changed the color of copper. But is he ever going to change it back? No. Because he's a pain in the ass. It looks like melons. It doesn't look like copper. It looks like oxidized copper. Not something that has been freshly extruded or freshly poured. Honestly, just because it's what we're used to, damn it. I'm old, I'm set in my ways. I like it the way it looks. Or look. I would personally make fuck, what is the word? The bird is the word. Bird is the word. Annealed copper I could see making that color, but the regular ones just annoy the piss out of me. You're about the only person I've ever heard say they like a certain song in my playlist. Hell, Dan's trying to get people to find me other music for me to play. Okay, Greg. Oh, by the way, Plasma and anybody else that's here, if you haven't noticed, in GT6U there is a open thread. If any of you guys are interested in a add-on to fix GT6U, and get it made as an update instead of, or a add-on instead of a completely different mod, where if you want to play with the extended chemistry stuff like GT5 you had and mess with the circuit change and oil change that GT5 you had, you really should say something in that thread, because the person that's interested in doing it probably isn't going to do it if there isn't people showing interest in it. I personally think it's a great idea. I don't think GT6U should have ever been an independent version, because, well, like right now, they haven't updated in almost a year. Probably are not going to update, because they've moved on to that 118 pack. They only wanted to change it so they could make things the way they wanted it for their TFR pack. But there's some things that they do in there that I think would be okay. There's other things they do that I think is very questionable, but that stuff we can discuss with the guy when he decides to, if he decides to turn it into a mod or a add-on. No, I didn't want you to code it. Now granted, the guy that's doing the project does coding for a job. He knows a lot about coding, but he is looking for other people to kind of work with him, under him, where he would be more like the project manager, so he doesn't have to do all the coding himself. So if you're interested in helping with coding, that's something else you might want to let him know. Well, that's what you need to comment on that thread for, is, you know, there's a lot of things that he sees, because he's playing that TFR pack. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I just did a base tour that took up like 3 videos of his base in TFR. And he's got a few things that he wants to fix. He wants to port a lot of the things that hasn't been ported from GT6. And that's why he said it would be so much easier to just make it an add-on, where you wouldn't have to port the features from GT6 back into GT6U every time there's an update. You can just, you know, update anything that needs to be updated from the changes that Greg does. I've never tried to override Greg's stuff. I've never tried to code an add-on for Greg's stuff. As far as I know, the only thing they really try to override is recipes. Alright, later, Greg. As far as I know, there isn't anything in GT6U that they try to take away of GregTech. They just try to add recipes, add machines, or change recipes. So I don't see where that couldn't be done as an add-on. And I'm pretty sure if you ran into something that was impossible to change, that needed to be changed, you could talk to Greg about it and he would either make it possible or tell you how to do it, or at least point you in the right direction. Then again, this is Greg we're talking about, so I could be wrong. No, honestly, the reason why they did it, at least as far as I can tell, the reason why they did it as their own was so they could code in their own special things for compatibility with Terra Firma Craft. Like the hacking thing they did to make things drinkable and count for thirst and TFC instead of finding out if there was a proper way of fixing it, which I'm hoping Greg will do now that I realize that it's not possible. And see, the big difference between GT5U and GT6U is when GT5 did their thing, GT5U did their thing, there was no more GT5 development. Where GT6U is basically trying to take GregTech 6 and change it and keep it updated with the changes that Greg is still doing. And from what the dude that's talking about doing this project was saying, that is a nightmare to try to inject all those changes back into the other project. Because I'm not a coder, I have no fucking clue. But that's why he said he wanted to do it as an add-on, because trying to do all of that every time Greg updated would be a nightmare, apparently. Or at least he thinks it would be. Alright, I gotta be really careful here. And that's getting really close to that water. Man, that stare's scaring the hell out of me. Okay, is there anything over here? And see, none of that looks like it's close enough to cause me problems. Fucking slime, get out of my face. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting Galena. This will hopefully be the last time I go mining without TNT. Dynamite. Hopefully. I'm really close to getting it set up. Alright, I'll be back. Gotta do the old man thing. Alright, I'm back. Hey Greg, welcome back to... No, I didn't. Stone tools have been nerfed already. How much more do you want them nerfed? So you don't think you should be able to use granite tools to mine level 3 is what you're saying? Want all stone tools to be shit, at least in quality level. That way small ores are something useful early game. Small ores are already useful early game. I use small ores for my primary mining early game. Until I have a macerator, I don't use regular ores. Well, the main thing you would need to do, Plasma, is just make it so... Well, we've already determined the fact that I'm weird. So let's get past that. The biggest thing you would need to do is just make a script to take out Minecraft stone tools. But you don't want all stone tools out, just pickaxe. Because the stone shovel makes perfect sense. Stone sword makes perfect sense. But how can you have a problem with that when Greg has a fucking rubber sword that will hurt things? Have you noticed this? There is literally a rubber tool for everything. Right there is a rubber sword. It has 4 attack damage, 2.5 hearts. Damage you get from being hit with a rubber sword. Personally, I disagree with you. If I had to use all my bronze early on, all my copper and tin early on to make bronze tools to be able to mine iron and stuff, when I need it for fuck tons of machines, I wouldn't be happy. Now, granted, I will say that being able to use black and red granite for level 3 stuff, yeah, maybe I can see an issue with that. But having to make a lead pickaxe, no. No, I would never make a lead pickaxe. Lead is too malleable to be a pickaxe. It can't hold an edge as far as I know. I'd have to do a little more research to find out, but I don't think a lead pickaxe is a viable option. Now, I could see needing a shovel and go around to find like sand and gravel ores to get copper and tin to make bronze, but lead? No. Can't disagree with that one. Yes, but you're talking about changing balance of gameplay against you use stone to mine iron in vanilla. So you're wanting to change the entirety of Minecraft's balance, is what you're asking for. And in my opinion, if you're doing a mod like GregTech 6, it should hinge on at least believability, if not realism. And the believability to me, because of how lead is realistically, it wouldn't be used for a pickaxe. Now, granted, I could see wanting to take out Minecraft stone pickaxe, because I don't think you get the the debuff like you do with GregTech 6 pickaxes. You try mining with Greg's stone pickaxes and have to deal with that debuff every time you break one. You'll want to get to a metal pickaxe as soon as possible. You can go out and see copper right in the side of mountains. You can dig up mud out of swamps that have iron in them. You don't have to go deep just to get metal. I think the most you would need to do is just change the stone hardness thing to where nobody would ever want to use a stone pickaxe. No, you can go see copper vein, like fuck tons of copper in the side of a mountain. Malachite, huge swatches of green in the side of mountains. Not just little bitty small ores worth. Fuck tons. See, and you said I'm weird because I run off of small ores early on. Greg does it too. Not saying Greg's not weird, but like I said, the most I could agree with is taking out the Minecraft stone pickaxes, so you had to use the GT version, so you had to deal with the debuff, and the fact that every stone is a different quality rather than all of them making a universal one. I can say I can understand the granite being as good as diamond, at least for its mining quality. I can get behind that. I can see it. I don't see it changing. I don't even know the GT6 would need to change that. But I can see that complaint. Because it is kind of weird that you can mine granite with granite. I don't want to stop making holes in the ground. I like making holes in the ground. Now, I will say, if it was up to me, a stone tool would be one level below its mining speed, or its mining. So like blue schist and green schist pickaxes would be literally useless because they're so soft of a stone. They shouldn't really be able to mine anything else other than maybe chalk, which I don't think even exists unless you have that whatever the abracadabra mod. And then granite would not be able to mine granite. Granite would be level 2, even though it's a level 3 mining. Not that I see it happening, but I could see that as an argument. You won't get me to agree with your lead tool thing, though. I don't think it has to do with strength. I think it has more to do with being able to sharpen it to a point. Because the pickaxe has to have a point to be able to break into the rock. lead would just smash up against the. It would be more blunt. Sure, some stones, and well, all stone at some point is going to chip, but so is metal. It's about the hardness of the material that you're mining with versus the hardness of the material you're mining. If you're using, say, red granite, which is a very hard material, it's going to be able to break through limestone, a very soft material. And you can make stone into a point where lead, when you bash it up against something that is hard, it's going to blunt. It's going to round. Where stone, yes, may chip off, but it's still going to be able to hold a point, at least for some period of time. It's just like the hardness and strength of steel. You can have really soft steel that can bend, and you can have very hard steel that will never bend, but when it gets to the point that it would bend, it just breaks. It's brittle. Stone is the same way. It's brittle, but it's hard. Where lead is soft. It will bend rather than break. Or chip, as you're saying. Zykor, I really hope you're just being your normal trolly self. I really hope you don't believe that crap. If you've noticed, Plasma, I pretty much ignore Zykor. I don't know what's happened to him in the last 6 months to a year, but he's gone from wanting to be a functional member of our community to just a fucking troll. But I can't let him say something that fucking stupid and not address it. Later, Plasma. Can't believe I brought 16 of these damn things and it still ain't enough. But I think I may take these out. That way I can put the lead stuff in. There's not enough of them to need one. Oh, what the fuck did you do that for, dumbass? That was just stupid. Morning, Devos. You missed about 2 hours of it. Just finishing up my old tungsten vein and getting ready to mine the Galena that's right next door. Off my ass, you big bastard. Don't touch my butt, alright? Normal. This whole thing from over there to over here is where I got all my tungsten from. Oh, that ain't nothing. You should see the one I had back on the old world, the old server we had. it actually went all the way to bedrock. So I got way more tungsten out of that one. But that one also was kind of cool because it led on one edge of the tungsten vein was iridium. On another side of it was ilmenite and rutile. And over on the far side was ruby. I had all kinds of stuff in that vein. That one was also way taller than this one. That one was a really dense vein. So I do believe that is it for the tungsten. The only other thing in my world I still can't find is some zeolite. Oh, I've been finding that like crazy as small ores. Hell, I think I even found a whole vein of it on the server. How old is your world? And honestly, I don't know why you'd want zeolite. The steam cracker is way better. Okay, if it's a few months old, you shouldn't have too much issue finding it. I found it all over the place on the server. This world's pretty old, so. But yeah, you can even find it, if you can find a Greg port, you can probably find a little bit that way too. I wouldn't say bad world, Jen. I'd just say unlucky. But why would you want to do fuel cracking for plastic instead of butane or propane? How can you ever have too much fuel? Burn that shit. Make more power. And hydrogen, sure. You'll have too much of that until you don't. And then you'll wish you had more. Especially if you get into processing uranium. Yeah, but if you burn your fuels, then you can distill more oil to make more butane and propane to make more plastic. Win-win. More power, more plastic. Okay, we'll add a steam output to Firestone processing of ores. That will be annoying to deal with. I'm still not sure what the fuck you're talking about this Firestone processing of ores. I see what you said earlier, but can use Firestone and similar flaming materials to process things like tungsten in a similar way you can with sodium persulfate. Hey, down my face. I gotta see this recipe. For some reason I just can't wrap my head around what the hell it is you're talking about. Yeah, I understand sodium persulfate, so you're saying that we can use Firestone as an item though. Sodium persulfate technically is an item, but I still think of it as a GT5 way where it's a fluid, not a dust mixed with water. So you're gonna mix a Firestone and water with tungsten ores? In a bath? Imagine Firestone for stuff like tungsten or molybdenum. It's going to be a option, right? Not a mandatory. Because you know I've never found a Firestone, right? Okay. Okay, I have literally never had a Firestone. All the mining I've done in the nether under frickin' lava lakes, I have still yet to find a damn Firestone ore. And now you've given me less reason to go to the damn nether because I can't mine ores out of the nether. I probably will never find one. I don't mind that shit either. But no, I didn't know that was a byproduct of it. I'm not big on the whole netherite thing. I think the only netherite stuff I have is from finding smalls when I'm down looking for diamonds in the nether. Pyrotheum. That would require me to have fucking thermal expansion, Greg. And you know my thoughts on thermal expansion with GregTech. I just don't feel they work together well. Now, the thermal expansion in 1.12, maybe. But I don't like the whole mob thing. Redstone, blaze powder, coal dust, and sulfur gives you pyrotheum dust. Oh. Or you can use blazing goo instead of the... Alright, so then... Centrifuge, canning... What am I supposed to do with this crap? Or is that something you're going to add as a pyrotheum instead of firestone. That might give me a reason to actually go in the nether and play with bees. Oh, okay. So, without you putting it another 6 years down the to-do list, can I ask how long it's going to be for you work on the tantalite stuff? Because I know every time I ask about it, it gets moved down the to-do list. So I don't want this to get moved down the to-do list, but I really want to see the interesting process that you're going to do for that. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of people that want to see me do a new start with all the changes we've had in the last year or so. And I don't want to do a new start until you get that change in. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna start a fresh new world and let this one die off, or if I'm gonna continue to do this one. Yeah, we've actually got some kind of low. We don't have anything where we're going to get snow or anything, but we've been getting down into the 40s at night. Got to deal with that volcano throwing all that frickin' ash and shit up in the atmosphere. Making everything colder than what it usually is. Damn. That would suck. Yeah, luckily we're not getting below freezing. Not even getting quite too freezing. Let's see, if I put this on Celsius so I can speak metric, the coldest we are going to get is 2 degrees, and that's on Saturday. We're going to be between 2 and 14 every night, but during the day we're up at 22, 23. So not quite freezing. Oh, Greg, I don't even know if you realize this. Did you realize how easy ilmenite to rutile processing is? With sulfuric acid? It is a perfect chemical exchange. I do believe that video is coming out today that shows me setting it up. I never realized it was that perfect of a process. But ilmenite dust in a bath, you put 5 of them in, and you get exactly 3 units of water out and 6 green vitriol. You take that 6 green vitriol, you put in an electrolyzer with the 3 water, and you get the 7 sulfuric acid back that you need to process it again. Well, on the for most of the green vitriol stuff, you have to add, because you get the hydrogen out and then you get the oxygen out in the electrolyzer, and you have to put them back together, and you don't give us a way to put them back together without a burning mixer, which technically is wrong. You only need an ignition to start it and keep itself running. I hate it. I wish there was a way to pull the water out, distilled water, out of a burning box with a pump, so we could ignite it rather than needing the burning mixer. That thing just pisses me off, because you wouldn't need to mix them. But anyways, the rest of them, you have to add water to it and then get rid of the water, the hydrogen and oxygen. But that one puts the water out in the bath, so it's perfect. And then you just got excess oxygen you have to deal with that I'm not real sure where the fuck it comes from. But I love that one because I ran through all of my ilmenite short amount of time with that. Oh, XAR brought something up to me. Since you just PR'd the changes in, Eric did not get rid of the 1-cell reactor, right? Because he was talking about getting rid of it, or wanting to get rid of it. this one here, the 1x1. And I said that because he thinks it's too powerful that you can have like one reflector rod with 4 next to it and it worked for all the cells next to it or whatever. Because somebody was asking earlier today about being able to, how the reactors work, and I was going to make a video about how you can make a very simple reactor just with a singular core thing, because all the other reactor stuff I did was larger ones, and I wanted to show how simple it could be to just set up a single rod one, but I wanted to make sure that they weren't going anywhere before I wasted my time showing off something that was going to go away. It is only the crafting recipe for the 1x1 that is configurable now and default to disable. It is not that OP to have 1 rod less. Well, what Eric was saying was that if you had 1 of these and 4 of these surrounding it and a reflector rod inside the single, that it would reflect all the cells in all 4 surrounding it or something, which I don't think sounded right, because it only does the ones on the inside, right? The 2, not all 4 of them, if I'm remembering the way it works, which has been over a year since I've messed with these, so I might be wrong with that. Because I actually like the 1 cell ones just for basic setups. You can make them like an RTG, where you just put in a single rod and just let it trickle in, you know, power. So I was hoping they weren't going away. At most, I could see not being able to use them for breeders, but at least for simple setups, I don't see where they're OP. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and make that video and show them how that you can use the 1 cell for like an RTG then. Let's say, if I remember correctly, reactor rods or reflector rods don't even break, right? I don't think they have durability, do they? I haven't done enough with reactors to have too much say in it, but I didn't see where it would be that overpowered. Yeah, that's true. I just got to work out what kind of fuel you're going to have to use to make an RTG type of thing, because of the fact that the steam has to go into the heat exchanger. You really have to have enough steam for it to do something. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of be a waste. Because you can't store the steam, you can't store coolant. I'm going to have to play around with it tomorrow. Luckily, XAR's got all the stuff made on the server, since I technically can't make it here yet. I'm going to go use XAR's shit to do it. This power sounds good for matter replicator or fusion reactor. The regular reactor, sure. The RTG shit I'm talking about, no. The RTG shit I'm talking about would be very little power. because you're talking, let's see, if you're using uranium-235, I'm trying to find the right helium. Water-based coolant is 32. Emission. Industrial coolant would be 128. So if you used it with IC2 coolant, you'd have 128 heat a tick. Hey, I'm trying to look at something. Fuck off. So 128 heat a tick would give you, it would run a steel boiler, which would give you 256 steam a tick. And 256. Dude, seriously. Fuck off. Busy. $256 would fall halfway in the middle of that, so wait a minute, did I say that right? I don't think I said that right. Yeah, 128 heat units gonna give you 256 steam, and 256 steam would be roughly 90 RU. Which would come out to what? 70 EU? Maybe? Alright. Later, Greg. Enjoy your lunch. Yes, I do, Greg. Yes, I definitely do. Freaking slimes down here are ridiculous. yeah, more rods will give you more heat, and but you also have to deal with the fact that if you mix them, so the way the reactor works is each one of these puts off, look at uranium-238. It has emission, self, and maximum. So it emits 4, ignore the fact that it switches. It does 4 back to itself for a maximum of however many it was for that one. And if you have them mixing, if you have them side by side, then they will reflect off of each other, and you'll end up with exponential amounts of power, which is why some of them you will see will have critical. Mainly the 235 right there. This fuel is critical. That means that it will eventually blow the fuck up. So you can make a stable reactor where they won't do that. And I don't remember all the things for it. You'd have to go look at the video that Eric and I did together that kind of explained that kind of stuff. I had a thorium reactor that ran with reflector rods in it. I think it was thorium and uranium-238. There was, I think it would technically be considered a breeder, except that I didn't run it as a breeder. But I was just technically trying to get to the depleted uranium-238 fuel rods, which you can then centrifuge to get a tiny pile of uranium dust and 1/72nd piles of 235. So I was just using my regular 238 to breed 235, and then the same thing with thorium. When you centrifuge it, you get regular uranium and thorium. So then you can use this uranium to get more 238. I'm kind of weird like that. Yes, you have to control them, turn them off and on. We also have a base tour that I did with Ultima that shows his controlled reactor that we didn't get enough people that, well, we didn't get anybody actually. I said in the video that if people wanted a better walkthrough of his reactor, I would do one, and nobody asked for it, so we never did do it. XAR and I are planning to do one eventually, but with all the changes coming in, we're kind of holding off on setting that stuff up at the moment. Because if you look at the changelog, there's a lot of changes coming. But yeah, you can make a lot of power out of reactors. Well, yes, it will give plutonium, but no, I don't think that's the best one or the most powerful one, because you have 235, which will give you plutonium. And then you also have 233 that'll give plutonium 243. And then you have plutonium 244 that gives plutonium 241. You have 241 that gives 243. You have 243 that gives americium. You have 239 that gives americium. Then you get into all the americiums that give off other americiums as well. And eventually getting to enriched naquita. And I do believe that naquita is the most efficient way of making power, because then you get naquadria at the end of that, and then you have naquadria fuel that ends up turning into back to thorium. And then, let's see, there's americium. It's 64 neutrons, 256 if it's industrial coolant. Plutonium is about the same, but look at the amount of time. Thorium is 100,000. Uranium 238 is 50,000. 235 is 10,000. 50,000 again. Then you get to plutonium, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. You get up to the enriched naquita, it's back up to 100,000 for naquadria. So, yeah. Welcome back, Greg. And see, there's also the regular breeder rods too. There they are. Uranium 238 breeder rod, thorium 232 breeder rod, and they are really, really interesting, we'll say, because they actually turn into a plutonium 239 fuel rod, uranium 233 fuel rod, when they're done being bombarded by neutrons. Where I was doing my breeding just by depleting regular stuff. So I guess it's not technically a breeder. I'm not big on nuclear power, but I was just depleting regular cells and then centrifuging them to get the better stuff. Nope, no Neptunium or Californium. Blame Greg. Oh, fuck off. We're not doing that shit again. No. Damn it, Greg. Stop trying to flood all my shit. Shit? No. It's not a lake, it's a fucking ocean. I'm literally right here under the freaking ocean. I had a huge part of this flooded already, where that slime is right there. This whole thing was flooded with water. If we go all the way back here, you can actually see I had to pump all this out where all that cobblestone was water. Holy fuck, look at all the damn slimes. But way back there, where that wall is literally a wall of water. Where my pump stopped pumping. Because it was so far away from where I originally put the pump at. As long as I don't have any creepers around here, I'll pop up there and show you. But I flooded most of that out there as well and had to pump it out 2 or 3 times. Ocean water is such a bitch. But yeah, that's my wall of water there, and then if you look back there, that's the other wall of water. That's how high it was all the way through, and when I moved my pump, it went back that way, but it didn't get this down here. And since I didn't have any more ores there to mine, I didn't bother pumping all that out. Yeah, I seen that in the changelog, Greg, and yes, I am very happy you're flooding things less. I have dealt with your ocean flooding enough in the last 7 years. It's GregTech. Regular Minecraft water has not really changed. If I'm remembering it correctly, it came about because Greg found a bug in the old GT5, or I brought it to his attention, that it was way more viable to mine under oceans than it was anywhere else for certain materials. So then he made it harder to mine under oceans, and since all that has changed, but we still get flooded the fuck out, which I can't disagree with. I like it. I just hate it when it happens to me. Which has happened many, 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 many times. I've flooded way too many caves, way too many tunnels. No. No. Bad water. Alright. Let's be stupid. No, you don't. Go away. Yes, Greg, I had to use your goofy plug hole function. I gotta show off your weird mechanics every now and then. And in case you didn't hear it, yes, Greg, I definitely need a fucking turret. Fucking hell. Damn slimes around here, man, I'm telling you. Hey, that one didn't work right. That did a freaking torch, not a block. Oh, I didn't have a block. Dumbass. No, no you don't. No, no, no. Fuck me. Fuck me. Yep, I'm screwed. I mean, lots of blocks. Yep, we're done here. Yep, I can't place them that fast. Fuck. Damn it, Greg. I don't fucking like you. Fucking slime, get out of my way. It's a lost fucking cause. Screw it. We're done. Fuck you, I can get up here. I have air. Fuck off. Anybody want to honor? So yeah, this is what I pumped out before. And I'm so not pumping out again. It was a really nice day. Yes, it was. I got 2 barrels left I gotta try to go get. This is where I missed the 116 being able to swim. Yeah, hush it, Greg. We all know I'm an idiot. You don't have to point it out. Now I can just surf down the wave. I need a surfboard, Greg. Yes, that's what I pumped it all out with last time. Was a rotational pump. This one's actually spreading worse than last time. Last time it didn't spread over this far. What the hell did you change, Greg? At least I still got air to get to my way out. I just gotta fight the current to get there. This giant wave would be less floody in the next update. Well, that's good to know. Fuck you, Spider. Oh, I also have this that's flooded, but I didn't do that one. That was natural. Yeah, this right here used to go over there to send ethanol that I was making in this distillery over to feed my rotational pump. No, not really. I'm just going to abandon it. I'm not going back for that. I got the tungsten stuff out of there. That's the important shit. And I got some of the Galena. And honestly, since you changed over the lava to put out lead instead of iron, I've got lead down here. I just wanted a little bit more because I am completely out of, well, not completely. I got like 12 lead. Forgot my damn monkey wrench. The hell did I put my monkey wrench? Cleaned out my inventory earlier. There it is. I'm gonna have to make a new one of these soon. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with them. I got a lot of crush shit I gotta deal with yet. But since Greg frickin' flooded all my shit, I think I'm out for the night. Now see, I like to mine, so mining gives me time to think about other stuff. And it gives me time to answer questions. Usually my mining and music ends up being more question and answer than it does mining and music, but I enjoy the mining. Oh, it's all your fault, damn it. Anytime you flood one of my things, it's your fault. Even if I did something stupid to cause it, it's still your fault. Oh, it was definitely fun watching it flood. It's the cleanup that sucked. But yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going to have some dinner. I will talk to you guys later. You got 2 videos coming out this week for GT6. One coming out, like I said, today in about 4 hours. And there's another one coming out Wednesday. I'm hopefully going to have another one for Friday. I will see you guys later. I didn't forget, I went out and monkey wrenched them. And I did the one in the basement.